United States District Judge presiding. All having business before this honorable court, draw near, give attention, and you shall be heard. God save the United States of America and this honorable court.
Ms. Watkins, be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Very pleased to be here this afternoon and very grateful to Chief Justice Michael Davis and the members of the Wyoming Supreme Court for affording to us the privilege of being present today for this ceremony in this beautiful venue, the Wyoming Supreme Court. It's one of the most beautiful new facilities, I think, probably in any state Supreme Court or appellate court in the nation, and one that is extremely useful, and we have enjoyed these joint sessions. I want to thank Carrie Gray for her presentation and the other presenters as well. Former bar president, Ms. Neville, thank you, and Mr. Scheer for his television. I think just by virtue of the significance of the time that we're living in, that every presentation that you're hearing today is touching on really the same subjects and the same concerns, and trying to figure out how we're going to live in the days, weeks, and years ahead and practice our profession, and really how you will contribute to that conundrum really that we are facing. Although we've lived, learning to live at social distance, our courtrooms and offices are operated, hopefully, for the most part at social distance. We wear masks a good portion of the day. It's not the way we would choose to live, or that we're comfortable living, or that we don't forget our mask and find ourselves violating the practice, or that we're going home in the evening to see our grandchildren or children, or wanting to, and not able to have the hugs, or that our grandchild is suddenly excluded from school because he and 100 others are placed on quarantine because a teacher brought the disease into the school classroom. So we're living in interesting times. And what I have to say is not much different than what anybody else has had to say. You'll be certainly tired of listening before I am finished. But I'm very excited to be here with you and to see familiar faces and faces that I'll be living with every day for the next year, and enjoying the company of each and every one of you, and some who've worked in my office in the past, performed wonderful service to the federal court already. So, may the Honorable Court please let me be among the first to offer congratulations to the new members of the Wyoming State Bar. For family and friends who may be viewing this unique ceremony remotely, you are justifiably very proud of your new lawyer achievements and entry into a profession that provides just and honorable service to the public, governed always by honesty, civility, and rigorous ethical rules. On behalf of Chief District Judge Scott Skavdahl, 10th Circuit Court of Appeals Judge Greg Phillips, District Judge Nancy Friedenthal, Chief Magistrate Judge Kelly Rankin, Magistrate Judges Mark Carman, Michael Shickich, and Teresa McKee, and Chief Bankruptcy Judge Kathleen Parker, and the entire federal court family. We offer our warmest congratulations to each one of you. Extend a helping hand as you enter the profession and welcome you to the federal bar for the District of Wyoming. The environment the newly sworn attorney enters today is unprecedented in my experience. And although some of you will be working as clerks for judicial officers, others are starting in law firms or are serving roles at public institutions. There are others among you facing an uncertain job market created by events beyond their control. The COVID-19 pandemic has required the bar and the courts to rethink how each operates and adjusts in order to function. Law firms may have delayed the start date for new hires as a result of business slowdown. Both lawyers and judges are learning the ins and outs of various digital programs that allow us to work with lawyers, witnesses, prisoners, probate officers, litigants, and the public, all at remote locations. Family reunions are conducted by Zoom, Cisco, or other applications, all without a real hug. Legitimate issues of speedy trial and disposition, accessing witnesses who are quarantined, communicating effectively through a mask, providing a safe environment for citizen jurors, safety of prisoners that are confined in institutions across the nation or in this state and in their detention facilities. Confrontation is required by law and is part of our culture in the way that we have done business in our courtrooms, in both civil and criminal cases. And numerous other problems are barriers in our professional lives without considering the daily threat to our safety and the safety of our loved ones posed by this deadly virus. At the same time, former trusted institutions are challenged by turmoil, protest, and opportunistic violence in the streets, all happening in a polarized election year climate. The usual trust relationships, parent-child, teacher-student, police-citizen, have been disrupted, and we see erosion and find it difficult to separate the systemic use of the ISM, such as racism, from our use of the IST, to carelessly describe fellow citizens using the IST term and not consider the ism of the system that spawns our concern. We are learning that it is impossible to listen effectively to the other side of an issue when one's mind is occupied with formulating a retort. The population is on edge. Magistrate Judge Carmen reports that the slightest incident occurring in Yellowstone National Park is often blown up into a physical confrontation. This year, something that would pass almost unnoticed becomes a big deal, and people are hit or threatened with injury. The same behavior is common in many other locations. I believe that it will be and must be your profession that will lead the public in the proper paths to resolving the significant issues of the day, honoring the Constitution and the rule of law through peaceful use of the avenues of law and public redress in the courts. Your shoulders will bear the burdens and privileges of service on whatever stages your interests may lead you to advocate for civility in discourse, respect for the least in society, and for the rule of law for all. You have and possess boundless intelligence, energy, and a desire to put your skills to work. You're far better equipped than many of us to use technology, and you possess valuable gifts and skills to be put to good use for your clients. There may be times ahead when you feel isolated and overwhelmed. We're living a life right now of isolation, one from another, social distancing, all alone. I can only suggest that there are many avenues for advice and support, not only from family and friends, but also within the bar and the bench. I have found pleasure and inspiration through association with the American Inns of Court, and believe that association with younger members of the bar has benefited this old judge. Local bar membership is a source of business friendship and nurture of mentor relationships. Gerald Mason, former Wyoming bar president, crafted the phrase, "Proud to be a Wyoming lawyer." Gerald was a classmate. It is that pride that you share with your classmates that will bring pleasure and enjoyment to your professional and personal life as you mature together in the practice. I'd be negligent not to mention the advice and help that is available through the Wyoming Bar Association. I have lost good friends and associates through their abuse of drugs and alcohol in the past. That help is really a phone call away through the Lawyer Assistance Program of the Wyoming State Bar. And I think it would not be wrong to make that suggestion if there is a compadre or friend who is in trouble and needs encouragement or advice. Finally, I would advocate you always strive to maintain balance in your own lives, reflecting your values, of course. Unlike Lincoln, the lawyer, family life will suffer if you choose to be off at work when the important family events are taking place. Lincoln would follow the circuit in Illinois for periods of up to 8 weeks at a time, sleeping in the same room as 8 other lawyers and the judge, with 2 having the bed, and he bringing along a quilt that he would throw over him, eating god-awful food, and riding horseback across the prairies of Central America. Maybe things weren't so great at home for him, I don't know. My colleague, the Honorable Clarence Brimmer, is no longer with us, once stated, "Wyoming is the last and best place in America to practice law and to live." I believe he had a valid point. Those of you who may leave should remember this special place when you are considering another move into your friends and classmates here in Wyoming. Speaking for the entire federal court family, we look forward to opportunities to work closely as you grow professionally. And we hope that your experiences in the court will be beneficial and will result from your commitment to the just, speedy, and inexpensive determination of civil matters and the just and speedy determination of criminal actions with equal justice for all. Oh, there's one other thing that we need to do today. I would invite Kelly Neville, the Honorable past President of the Wyoming State Bar Association, to make the appropriate motion to those who will be taking the oath.
Yes, Your Honor, this class of committees has passed their commitment and met the requirements. My honor at this time to move their admission to the Federal District Court of Wyoming.
Thank you. I'll be very pleased to grant your motion, and subject to taking the oath, which I invite all to rise who wish to take the oath, raise their right hands and repeat after me the oath that is on the last page. I do want to mention that deity is mentioned at the end of this oath. If anyone is uncomfortable with that, please leave it out when you repeat after me and feel comfortable in doing so. You may either swear or affirm. Please raise your right hands and repeat after me. I, and state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the laws made in pursuance thereof, and that I will faithfully observe and obey the rules of the United States District Court for the District of Wyoming, and demean myself uprightly and according to law, so help me God. Congratulations, you've taken the ancient oath for the District of Wyoming, and I'm pleased to grant the motion made by Ms. Neville and admit you, each and every one, to practice before our court. And I hope that it will not be long before I see your faces in that courtroom. And if there's anything that the judges can do or that the clerk's office can do, they stand ready to assist you in your practice before our court. Good luck, and God bless each and every one of you. Chief Justice Michael Davis, with that, the federal court will stand in recess with thanks from the District of Wyoming.
All rise.
Let me put this mask on.
This Honorable United States District Court for the District of Wyoming now stands adjourned, subject to call. How are you, sir?
Slip by, I'll slip out the back.
Okay.